I want to talk to you today about a skit I saw on the YouTube channel from Dave Jorgensen. He does political skits from different types of topics that relate to politics. And the topic he was talking about in the video was about the Reflecting Pool Monument in Washington, D.C. and how President Trump has recently decided that he wanted to paint it American flag blue. And a lot of people are saying that it was not necessary. And in the skit, I don't know if everything in the skit is true, but in the skit he was saying that at the end it was overpriced. And that made me think about what we've been hearing a lot about for the last few years, which is how people really want to get wasteful government spending under control. And I want to talk about that today. But before I do, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It would really help me out. Now let's get back to the topic. In the skit from Dave Jorgensen, he was saying that the project to paint the Reflecting Pool Monument in Washington, D.C. was ultimately overpriced. And when I looked up the story, I saw that it was a no-bid contract, and initially it was pitched at about $2 million, and now it's ballooned to up to $13.5 to $15 million. So it's gone up a lot, and people are upset because they're saying that it was something that didn't need to be done. And people are upset also because it's very expensive and it's very overpriced according to the estimates that are being given. And I want to talk about that because we hear a lot about how people want to get government spending under control. And one of the ways to do it, I think, would be to make sure that government projects, when they're awarded to companies, we want to make sure first that there is contracts given. And we want to make sure that whenever whoever is actually in charge of doing it, if there's somebody of deciding who gets awarded contracts, that they look at the prices that are being quoted and any type of estimates that might go overboard. Because another example that I can think about is a couple of years ago, there was a story about how in California, there was a story how they wanted to build some public restrooms, and through a lot of bureaucracy, eventually the price for the public restrooms went up to about $1.7 million. And people were shocked that they were charging so much for a public restroom that was very small. And these stories, the Reflecting Pool Monument in Washington, D.C. and the public restrooms, this makes me think, the government should be kind of like when private citizens, the way they run their homes. Whenever a private citizen wants to go buy something, they're going to do research to make sure that the brand is a good brand.